Hello again, dear students. Welcome back. Today, we will check another episode of the book Next Door by the author Robert Campbell. The aim for this lesson is that you will be able to listen, read, and comprehend the third chapter from the book Next Door, like I said, by the author Robert Campbell. Chapter 3: A Special Weekend. Okay, now, just like in the previous chapters, we have a vocabulary section. In this section, we can find words that will help us understand the text in a better way. In the subject section, we have baker. What is a baker? Is a person who makes bread. The eclipse. That's when the moon covers the sun or the earth's shadow covers the moon. A shooting star. That's a moving light in the sky when a meteorite enters the Earth's atmosphere. And a wish. It's when you say something or you think something you want. Okay? Cuando lanzan una moneda a una fuente, you're asking for a wish. Okay? Let's go with the adjective section. Amazing. What is amazing? Very surprising. Great. In the adverb section, we have downstairs. What is downstairs? The first level of a house. In the last part, the verb, we have inventing. That means saying something that it's not true. Then we have disappears. It's when it goes away, when something goes away. Smiles, when a person shows that she or he is happy. And the orbit is to travel around. Lo que hace la Tierra alrededor del Sol is to orbit. So now we are ready to start reading. As I said before, chapter 3 is called A Special Weekend. Let's see what happens here. It was posted by Owen on Saturday. It is the weekend. It is a very special weekend. Do you want to know why? It's because tonight there's a total eclipse of the moon. My best friend, Mia, is here. Say hello, Mia. Mia says, hello, Mia. Mia's at my house to watch the eclipse. She doesn't like astronomy, but she likes horror stories. There's usually a full moon in horror stories. Mia likes telling me horror stories because I always think they're true. She says I'm gullible. Gullible is a strange word. It's a word that adults use. Do you know what gullible means? A gullible person always believes things people say. If you don't believe me, look in a dictionary. Mia's right. I am gullible. When people tell me things, I believe them. When mom says supper's ready, I believe her. I know it's true. I go downstairs, remember downstairs, the first floor of the house, and supper's ready. When Mia tells me a horror story about Mr. Green, the baker, the person that makes bread, remember, I believe her. She's my best friend. Of course I believe her. I tell Mia about yesterday and the house next door. I tell her about the mystery object. She doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm inventing, creating, or saying something that is not true about the story. I'm not gullible, she says. Why is life so complicated? The eclipse is starting. Mia's looking through the telescope. How old is the moon, Owen? Very old. 1,000 years old? A million years old? It's about 4.5 billion years old. Wow! How do you write that in numbers? 4.5 billion. I know lots of facts about the moon. Ask me any question about the moon and I can probably answer it. For example, how often does the moon orbit the Earth or travel around the Earth? The moon orbits the Earth every 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes, and 11.6 seconds. How fast does the moon travel? It travels at a speed of 2,288 miles per hour. That's 3,683 kilometers per hour. How far is it from Earth? It's about 250,000 miles. That means 384,400 kilometers from Earth. So how long does it take to get to the moon in your dad's car? This is a typical Mia question. She thinks I don't know the answer, but I do. About 4 months. That's a long time. Maybe 6 months if my dad's driving. Look at the clips, Owen. It's amazing. Do you remember the word amazing? Great. Super cool. Yes. Mia looks at me and smiles. She shows she's happy. I really like her smile. When she smiles, I feel happy inside. I look through the telescope at the moon. It's red. Yeah, the color changes during an eclipse. Suddenly, I see something. Look, a shooting star. Let me see. Mia looks through the telescope. I look out of the window. I can see the star moving across the sky. It crosses the sky quickly and then disappears. It goes away behind the trees at the end of the street. I can't see it. Where is it? It's behind the trees at the end of the street. She doesn't believe me. What's the word for a person who never believes things? Mia. Okay, guys, now that you read chapter 3, you must answer the following questions in your notebooks, okay? Number 1, what does Mia like doing? Number 2, what does Mia think about the mystery object? Number 3, what does the moon do? And number 4, which object does Mia use to look at the stars? You have to answer these questions, remember, in your notebooks. This question, guys, is a question for you to think about all the things you read in this chapter. You have to answer that to yourselves. Tienen que contestarse a sí mismos y reflexionar. Which part do you think is the most important moment from this chapter? ¿Qué es lo que creen ustedes que es lo más importante, lo más relevante que sucedió en este capítulo? Well, guys, before going to the exit ticket, we have to check the answers from the previous chapters. Si se acuerdan, habíamos dejado unos ejercicios en el capítulo 2 y aquí están las respuestas de todos los ejercicios para que comparen con lo que ustedes respondieron en sus cuadernos. Now, as in the previous 2 chapters, you have to complete the exit ticket. You can complete it in your copybook or you can print this slide. ¿Qué es lo que es el exit ticket? Esto lo tienen que completar en sus cuadernos con su nombre y la fecha en la cual realizaron esta actividad. In the exit ticket, you must write 3 things you learned in this class or in this chapter, 2 doubts or questions, and 1 opinion or appraisal about this class.
Esto deben mantenerlos en sus cuadernos porque es el registro de que ustedes están realizando las actividades y que están reflexionando sobre lo que están haciendo. And this is the end, guys. Thank you so much for reading with me. And don't forget to follow us in our social networks. We have a YouTube channel for first grade students and also an Instagram account. Síganos, chicos, ahí vamos a estar subiendo material para ayudarlos, para reforzar los contenidos de inglés de primero medio. Así que nos vemos ahí. Thank you so much. Bye bye.